So, good evening, y'all, man. This is Coach Corey J with Poke Hoops, man. Just tapping in for a couple minutes this evening. Hope everybody Monday's going well, man. Just first of all, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for continuing to rock with us, man. Continuing to believe in us, man, and support what we're doing with Poke Hoops, man. We just continuing to try to shine a spotlight on Polk County basketball, man. And we've been very fortunate and blessed to be able to do that and do it at a high level, like the highest level in the state of Florida. And we've created a product that is not matched by anyone in the state. And we don't take that for granted, man. And we appreciate y'all, man. This started 6 years ago, man. It's something I wanted to do to, stay connected with basketball after I stopped coaching. And I learned later it was my ministry, what God had for me to do. And it started from nothing, man, 6 years ago, and kind of didn't even have my face in this stuff at first, man, because I just wanted to be authentic and respect it, and do right by the kids and the coaches and the programs in Polk County, because we just wasn't getting done right. So I'm every day, man. I'm so thankful of where it's come from. Every time I get an inbox or a text, every time we would do a show, man, and just continue to just build on this stuff, man. I'm just so thankful and grateful. I remember, like, our second year in, when I first kind of tapped in with Tuma and Billy D, and we kind of made this thing what it is now. That's where it started. I started like 6 years ago, and then 5 years ago they kind of tapped in when Tuma was there from the jump. First it was me, Tuma, and Hen, and then Coach Billy D kind of jumped in, and it just fit. Me, him, and y'all see the magic, man. It just fit. It just worked. So anyway, we was deep into COVID at that point, and so we used to do the show, and even now y'all see we not in the same place. We all in our different houses, but COVID the show kind of blew up. But what really blew us up, man, was I decided to do a rankings that year, a top 100 for the last like 25, 30 years. I saw, the NFL had done it, and they had done it. Some other basketball college people had done it. So I'm like, I'm going to try to do that for Polk County. And I don't think me, Billy D, or Toom, the coach of the PG All-State, knew what it was going to become. Man, them rankings turned into something. Man, that stuff went viral in the county, man, and really in the state, man. It had no way of knowing it. It exploded, and I kind of figured out then. I kind of knew, but I figured out they confirmed it that rankings, man. That's what drives. That keeps the conversation going. That keeps the energy going, and it's so many ways that rankings could go, man. And so I personally, and Tuma and Billy D, they not real big fans of rankings. Even like with the top 50, the top 100, I would have done an update by now, but they just like, man, we don't. You had people like really taking that stuff serious, man. Man, we had the alumni tournament last year, and y'all know Lakeland. Shout out to Lakeland Dreadnoughts. They won on the men's side, and Shake MacArthur. I coach Shake now. I coach Shake at Lakeland. And Shake had number 77 on for the tournament. And, me, I'm thinking it's Luca. Because, Luca 77, so he done made big numbers kind of, popular, I guess. And now VJ Edgecombe, the kid that the rookie with Philadelphia. But anyway, after the tournament, Big Shannon, he talked to Tuma, talked to bruh, and he gave him the history of why Shake wore 77, because Shake didn't wear 77 when he was at Lakeland. He wore number 2. And he asked, okay, what? He said he wore 77 because that's where we ranked him at and when we did the top 100. And so he wanted to show, which, clearly, shout out to Shake, it wasn't 76 cats better than him over the last 25 years, whatever year we did. I forgot we did that stuff. But man, that was so funny to hear that after the fact. I didn't know it before that, man. Shake was on something. He was on one that whole weekend, man. Really, Lakeland all was. Shake, Luke, Coach Luke too. Um, but yeah, them rankings, man. Them rankings matter, man. So we do rankings now currently. We in season, and so we do a top 20 every week. And y'all see my co-hosts, man, they cut the screen off because the rankings only matter. They say if they ain't, I try to rank everybody as many people as can, and they like, man, everybody don't deserve to be ranked. And so we go through that off the air all the time. So y'all know that's they silent protest. I don't know if it's protest the right word, but they ain't fans of all them teams. They just like, man, them people don't deserve. They ain't doing nothing to get ranked or to get discussed. And so, anyway, last night, man, we had a great discussion about the top guards in the county because we got a lot of talented guards this year in Polk County, man, and it got kind of spirited in the chat and on the show, and so let's take it to the page. So I posted the post today about who's the best guard. We had a lot of discussion, man, a lot of discussion. So you got just some of the names that's been kind of put out there. You got Toby Lane at Santa Fe, 2026. You got Terrell Berry, 2027 guard at Discovery. Tucker Fox, 2026 at Victory. Christian Fuller, 2027 at Victory. Miles Morrell, 2027 at Victory. You got James Rattery, 2028 at Bartow. Michael Sams, a freshman kid at McKeel. You got Marnie Morris, another freshman kid at Lakeland. Tyson McElhaney is a 2028 kid at Lakeland. Caden Hester, a 2028 kid at Sebring. And you got DJ Howard, 2026 kid at Lakeland Christian. And those are some of the names. And man, that ain't even all of them, It's a lot of guards in the county this year that's playing at a good level, man. So we're going to do, for the first time, we're going to do a mid-season top 50 with Polk Hoops this year. So we did a preseason top 50 that we put in the magazine. Shout out to everybody who support the magazine, man, supporting what we continue to do, just continuing to just push the needle, man, and make stuff work. But we're going to do a mid-season top 50, man. So we want y'all to help us out with it. So who do you think should be included in the mid-season top 50? And that's going to be totally based off body of work. Like, what have they done so far this season? Not preseason accolades, not what they're supposed to be doing, but body of work. So it's a lot of kids, man, that was not in that top 50 that just full disclaimer to us, we didn't know. We didn't know about it. Like when we were doing the magazine, you have to have information in a certain time so it can go to print. So a lot of teams picked up some kids after the magazine got printed. And so some of these names, if y'all know, I'll be on the show like, well, I ain't know nothing about them. So it's a lot of kids that have sprouted up, man, that is like, hey, we gotta include them. That's a big reason why we were doing it, just to give those kids the same respect and opportunity as we gave the kids preseason. So you shouldn't be faulted if you came in after the magazine went to print. So we're gonna do a mid-season top 50, man. We're gonna drop it on New Year's Day. Like do the bowl games on New Year's Day. We're gonna drop the top 50 mid-season top 50 players in Polk County, regardless of class, regardless of position, based totally on how they have played the first half of the season, their body of work. So if you want to nominate anybody, man, if you think you want to make sure we include your guy, make sure you send it to us, man. You can inbox us, man. You can, just respond on a post when, once I make the post, I'm gonna make a post like who should we nominate? Just, participation, man. So between y'all helping us out a little bit, and then me, the PG, and the coach, we're gonna come up with a top 50, man, that we're doing for mid-season, because we know rankings matter, man. We know rankings matter, and by that time, we'll be able to. Our rankings are gonna change once the state, SAA state playoff rankings and the strength of schedule starts getting factored into the mix. Right now, it's not. So it's just totally teams how they're winning their record more or less. So if a team undefeated, they're gonna be ranked higher than a team that may got 2 or 3 losses, even if their strength of schedule is higher, because we don't know specifically what that strength of schedule is yet. But once we do, which will be in a couple weeks, then things will start to be more change more once all the factors are laid in. But since they're playing games, we got to rank them, right? So Max Preps is ranking folks. If you look at Max Preps, you'll see they got folks ranked, but they got to play at least 5 games. So we got about 5 teams that haven't played that yet because they kind of starting off. They kind of backload their schedule for whatever reason. Lakeland primarily because they just got done playing football Friday or Thursday, and so they always backload their schedule. So there's a couple other teams did that too. So in a couple of weeks we'll have where all the teams will be Max Preps ranked. But right now we got 4 teams in the top 100. So shout out those 4. You got Bartow, Victory, Ridge, probably the surprise of the season right now at 9-0. Shout out to Coach Skip and Discovery. Those 4 teams are. And shout out to Coach Weeds, man, for all that he lost. For him to be only have lost 1 game. Great job. I think Victory with the tough loss to the Villagers. I don't think nobody's surprised that they 6-1. Bartow, I don't think they surprised. Bartow brought back pretty much everybody. So those teams are our top teams in our rankings this week, and also the top teams based off Max Preps rankings thus far. But a lot of that stuff will change, man. A lot of that stuff will change. But yeah, man, we want y'all to be a part of it, man. So rank us. And what I'm going to do, man, try to get on here and do more content like this and just topics that'll come up that relates to us in Polk County as far as basketball. And just, try to continue the conversation past the show. We had a show and we do a great job, and y'all do a great job of supporting it and tapping in and keeping it engaged. But we want to create the conversation past this, man. So, yeah, man, just these rankings, and we understand how important they are, how much they drive the conversation, and we feel fortunate that we're respected enough for our critique and our input and our body of work individually and collectively, that we know we're talking about enough that y'all respect it, that it's coming from a good place. We're not trying to hurt no kids, no programs, anybody. We just trying to help everybody, right? And so thank y'all, man. Once again, like I say, this is Coach Corey J, man, Polk Hoops, and just wanted to jump on a little bit, talk about rankings, and just let y'all know what's coming, man. So next week, jump on maybe a little bit later this week, depending on what's going on. Just kind of want to just talk, talk a little more, man. Just want to talk a little more discussion, man. And just so this will be posted on the page, but it's also going to be posted on our YouTube channel, man. So y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. We're trying to reach more people, because there's a lot of people that we find out when we do alumni that's, not in Polk County, but they from Polk County, man. And they really enjoy being able to, still be connected to the county. And we're providing that, that connection. So we want to expand our network, and everybody, can't be in front of their computer 7:30 on Sunday to watch the show. And so this is just a way to just expand the network and expand our network as far as Polk County, because we know that our alumni and just us as a county extends way beyond our county lines and our county, just the county cities. Y'all help us with that, man, by liking, sharing, and subscribing. But yeah, man, help us out with it with this mid-season top 50 if you want to, because you're gonna gripe anyway. They tried them, but they do also. At least if you give us some input, you can say, well, man, I told them. But some of y'all be coming for us, and y'all don't even have nothing to say until after we post. So be a part of the process, man. We welcome it. Y'all know that we welcome it. We're gonna listen to you, man. And we can't do this without y'all, man. We family. Y'all found that out last year at the alumni. We family, so we're gonna always rock with family. So y'all help us out. Mid-season top 50 players, overall top 50, dropping January 1st. That's in a couple weeks, man. So y'all, and it's based specifically on production up to this point. So how have you been on the floor, on the court, since the season started? Okay. All right, man. Y'all have a good evening, man. And until next time, man. Once again, thank y'all for everything. We appreciate you. Peace.